Hi friends, welcome everyone to episode 12 Coaching Journey with Kavitha. And I'm delighted to have Renee Hribar here. I'm so happy to have you, Renee. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
And can you pronounce your name once again? Because maybe I say it in a different way.
I know everybody does. It's one of those names. My name is Renee, but my last name is Hribar. The H is silent.
Oh.
Who knew?
So
It's my married name.
how do I call you then? Renee?
Renee is fine. Yep, perfect.
Yes, thank you. I'm very bad with pronunciations with the name, so forgive me for that.
Dude, I know it goes both ways.
Yes. So
We do our best.
thank you. So friends, let me introduce about Renee. Before that, a short relationship what we have. I have been in her Facebook group for maybe I think 4 years. She has been so sweet with me that whenever I wanted to launch a program, I used to request her to promote in her Facebook group. And she used to create a special promo day so that as a coach, I can promote my own product. This is a very sweet gesture she does to her members. I have been a member for 4 years and learned tons of values from her Facebook group. And she is a person who spreads love and fun wherever she is. This is my personal relationship and observation about her. And I'm so glad that for my episode 12, I could get her time and presence in the episode. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Seriously, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
That's what's so great about, the group. It brings people together from all around the world that we might not normally know each other.
Exactly. And the tons of value have provided in my life and coaching business. Maybe, we never had the time to discuss, but I know what you are to me. So I'll be ever grateful to you. And friends, today I have brought her to our show, to our podcast show, so that you can also get tons of value from her teachings. I'll be putting all her description links in the end so that you can learn all the value from her. So let me give a short introduction about her. Renee is someone who made her first million before she was even 25. That is something most of us would dream for, but she did it. She is a fun, energetic sales coach, and her funda, as I know, is always laugh and learn things. She has a unique strategy of bringing out the softer side of sales. So, friends, without further ado, let us jump into the podcast episode. This is all Renee's energy from here on. Once again, welcome officially to Coaching Journey with Kavitha. So first question I would like to know from you is, even though what I have told, I know it's a very small part of you, can you tell more about yourself to our audience?
Yes. So this is my third company. My first two companies, one was a sales agency. The second was a beverage company. I successfully started, scaled, and sold both of those. I took 5 years off when I found out we were having our only child. We, like many women, had a journey with fertility. And so when we finally had the opportunity, we were blessed with a baby, I took 5 years off and was just 100% mommy. Thankfully, I had made some good investments and, we were able to live off that. And when my child started going to school regularly, I thought, well, what am I going to do? I tried to homeschool him. He was not into that. So I bought a book online about homeschooling, actually. And it's from that book that I downloaded extra resources. And again, my son was not into it, but I was into it. And I got on a coach's email list. The author of the book, she was also a coach. She said, well, if you're going to be a homeschool mom, you might as well start a course. I was like, I never thought of that. And that is what got me into this whole internet place. She's, the first assignment she gave me when I hired her as a one-on-one coach was to go into these Facebook groups and start to look around. And my mind was blown. I was thinking, there's this whole Facebook economy that I had not even a clue existed. Yes. Business owners creating, developing, growing, scaling companies, connecting, collaborating. I got to be a part of this. And so I didn't know that I wanted to teach sales again. I have obviously done it for a long time. I thought about car seat safety because I definitely could talk about that a lot. I thought about just a lot of different things, like many women like you, we could do so many things.
True. True.
And so that is what got me to where I am today. And it's just picking away layer by layer, meeting and connecting with great people like you, and finding coaches and people that can guide me, because we cannot do it alone. No way. I mean, it's a hard journey if you try to go it alone. So that's a little bit more.
Beautiful. Ladies, mark the words. You cannot do it alone. We need that tribe. We need the coaches who are going to help us through the journey. So mark the words. The next question would be, this is my favorite part. Why are you doing what you are doing? What is the story behind it?
Yeah, yes. And I think, we've shared, I share this a lot, but so I teach women sales. Like my mantra, my mission, my vision is to give women the keys to unlock money for themselves, right? Because so many women, we start a business because, like maybe me, what am I going to do with my time while my kid's at school? Or, what I want to have choices. What if this marriage doesn't work out? What if this house doesn't work out? What if something else happens, a sickness, a family scenario, a family upset, an issue? We want to have money, and that gives us security, right? But to earn that money, then we're like, well, do I have the skills? Okay, so we get the skills, or we evaluate our current skills and we say, well, this could be something I could offer other people, whether it's services or coaching or courses. And then we think, well, how am I going to make money doing this? Wait a minute. I evaluated the skills. I created the container. Now I have to sell it. And that's where I like to meet women in the online space, because I can give them the structure and system of, okay, listen, if you've got 10 minutes today, you can take one step forward to get closer to a client, a connector, a collaborator, all that will build your network and your pipeline for more customers, whether it's coaching clients, done for you services, or courses. And so why I do that is because I know the women in my life from my family, my mom, my grandmothers, they were all entrepreneurs, but they didn't have the resources or support that we are benefited with today with the information age, right? They didn't have the internet, right?
Yes.
I mean, they were alive a long time ago,
yes.
But they were always thinking about how can we better support our community? How can we create something? So like my one grandmother had a Christmas tree farm. You got to really think about that for a while. It takes 10 years to grow your first harvest,
Yes.
My other grandmother had a greenhouse. My mom was a writer. So like these are different entrepreneurial strategies because they valued family and home. They wanted to be a great wife, a great sister, a great neighbor, a great mom, but they also wanted to have this other piece of them where they could create their own security. And so the passion behind my wanting to teach women business owners how to sell their done for you services, coaching, and courses stems from my own experience as a young girl, seeing my mom and my grandmothers strive to become entrepreneurs, to create security outside of a traditional 9 to 5, I have to go to work and leave the house and family to make money environment, but not have the resources to do it. And so I am blessed that I have the internet today, and it gives me the chance to speak to women like you all around the world.
Yes, true. The internet has made us all come close together so that we can learn from each other. We need not do the same mistakes again. You can find the coach from all over the world, anybody who can exactly resonate with you and learn. So that's the beauty of this internet. And yes, which has made us come close tonight. Yeah. Yes. The next question is, what is your lead magnet? How do you, connect with other leads? Can you tell about?
Yes, that's a great question. So when I first came into the online space, I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, lead magnet? What do you mean? All of my sales experience was in face-to-face, business-to-business sales, where I would walk into a business, get an appointment, either on the spot or at some point in the future, and talk to the owner or, work my way through. I mean, that's how you got leads. What do you mean? Like lead magnet, right? Again, this whole internet space was like a whole new world, like going to like Disney World for wow, this really exists. So my lead magnet, I struggled with it for a long time, almost a year of my business. I did not have one. And my coach obviously thought that it was a very good idea. And it is a very good idea. But I just couldn't wrap my head around, like, what do I do? What do I say? Every idea I had, she's like, you should charge for that. I'm like, ah. And so what we came to the conclusion of, and this is the best advice that I received from her, which was, what is the prerequisite that you would wish someone had before they met you? Like, what do you wish someone knew about sales, about business, about whatever, you do? For me, it's sales, before they actually met you and maybe saw one of your paid offers. And I thought, well, that's a better question. I can answer that. I wish they knew all these things. And so when I first came into the online space, my first course was teaching women how to close on the phone.
Yeah.
And I still teach that a lot. It's inside of my signature program. But what I wanted them to know is that leads are everywhere. You can get customers without a website, without an email list, without any of this fancy stuff. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I use that stuff now, but I didn't need it to start.
Yes.
And so my lead magnet is the prerequisite before they can even consider closing someone on the phone. They got to get someone on the phone. So my lead magnet is called 0 to Sales in 10 minutes a day, which is a system that I teach inside of my bigger program. But my freebie kind of gives an overview of it. Like, what do I do each day in 10 minutes for 7 days to get closer to bringing people into my world that know who I am, understand the problem they have, the problem I solve, and how we might be able to consider working together. So that is my freebie, 0 to Sales in 10 minutes a day. And it's a step-by-step 7 days. What do you do each day for 10 minutes? Little structure. So I think
beautiful. Excellent. So ladies, you have heard about her lead magnet. Today, download it, take the value, work it on your business. So thank you. Thank you for explaining it in detail. The last part is we have a surprise question where it is like the first 3 questions are the same for all the guests. The 4th question is the surprise question. And I am sure you are going to rock the question. So as a beginner coach, like a women coach who I worked with around 50 clients, but is working with her more leads, and she is not able to close the sales. If you can give them 3 tips, which works to most of the coaches in different fields, what would be those 3 tips for them to close the sales?
Perfect. Let's go through it right now. I teach this a lot. So number 1, when to close a sale, we have to know the full picture first, because I can't invite somebody to something if they don't fit the mold. For example, have you ever seen the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Yes.
Okay. Where the guy is like, I'm a vegetarian. And she's like, okay, we make lamb. And it's like, still not vegetarian. You know what I mean? But so like that would be an improper offer. So she couldn't close him on the lamb because he's a vegetarian, right? Yes. So it's like they're not listening, right? So oftentimes we believe that when we get on the phone, we have to close them.
Yes.
Not true. We don't have to, because maybe they don't qualify. So the first step is repeat everything back. You've asked a bunch of questions, repeat everything back so that you know you're headed in the right direction. So if we were having a dinner party, like, okay, who's vegetarian? What allergies do you have? Or do you have gluten sensitivities, right? Like, I mean, it's the same kind of thing. You wouldn't serve up a roast beef to a house full of vegetarians. It just wouldn't make any sense. So let me repeat this back to you. So you're vegetarian, gluten-free. Okay, perfect. I have the perfect idea, right? And so repeat everything back. That's step number 1. It will help you save yourself and save those misaligned offers. Second step is give an example. So let me repeat everything back to you. Okay, is that the full picture or is there more? Yes, that's the full picture. Perfect. You're in the right place. For example, so repeat back. For example, I had a similar client. She had a similar issue. Using my signature systems and processes, we were able to take her to now her business looks like this. Do you want to hear more about what that might look like for you? Yeah. Yes. So number 1, repeat back. Number 2, give an example. Number 3, make the offer with results first. Here's what I mean. So I have a method called the RH3 method. 3 results, 3 hows, and then it's RH is also my initials. Renee Hribar. Okay. She's like, yeah, I know. So, okay. So 3 results. So do you want to hear what that might look like for you? So let me repeat that back to you. Great. You're in the right place. For example, do you want to hear what that might look like for you? And I've gotten to that point where I say, do you want to hear what that might look like for you? And people say, not really. Okay, well, then I don't need to continue. Right. So let's do this. Let's do something else. But if they say yes, then I say, great. I have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of offers that I could bring to the table. There's a lot of things I could do. But based on what you've shared with me, what I believe is the next best step for you is, and I'll name it after them. So Kavitha the Coach's VIP experience.
Wow.
Right? Smile instantly. Because if I'm on the phone with them, they're not looking at a sales page. I can name it after them. Even if it's the same package I offered to the other 3 people, it's custom enough because I've named it after them. So name it after them. So again, this is kind of a bonus, I guess.
Yes, yes.
So is the Kavitha the Coach VIP experience, the 3 main results that is designed to create. So designed to create, I can't promise anything. You know what I mean? No one can. The 3 main results it's designed to create are the 3 things that you said you wanted. Now, from a coach's or services perspective, we're going to offer hundreds of results. And
Yes.
we know that there's more important results than maybe what they think of, like where they're coming from. They're like, I want this and I want that. And you're like, that's not even the hard part. I'm going to offer the good stuff. So we get caught up in our experience and we know what's going to be more important. And what I'm suggesting is, you know, it's more important. You know that they'll get those results. Just repeat back the 3 results that they're most concerned about.
Yes.
So the 3 main results that this is designed to create are this result, and this result. So that's 3 results. How it would work would be, you know, unlimited Voxer access, 1 live call per week over the course of 90 days. All of that, if I were to charge separately for that, it would be upwards of $5,000. However, for you, I'm willing to, because of our relationship, I'm willing to give it to you for only, you know, $2,997. Do you have any questions about the results this is designed to create? They might. Do you have any questions about how this would work? They might, but they don't usually, right? If whatever gives you a chance to answer it, right? And then say, great, are you ready to secure your spot on my calendar? Yes. So this is for if you're a website builder, a book builder, a designer, a coach, doesn't matter. Group program, this is the close. Are you ready to secure your spot in my calendar? That's a closing statement. Like a man says, I love you. Great, put a ring on it.
Yes.
Right? Like that's the closing statement. You got to close the deal. So are you ready to secure your spot in my calendar? Yes. So I go for the calendar first because I want to set up an orientation, whether I'm onboarding for done for you services or coaching. There's always a 15 or 20-minute call that's appropriate before we really get started.
Yes.
We got to set up dates of our calls, timelines, who's going to do what. It's more the tactical stuff, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I'll set that time up right now on the sales call as I'm closing them. Great. So let's do an orientation call. I have the same time available tomorrow for like 20 minutes. Does that work for you? Just to get all the, you know, make sure we have everything, cross our T's, dot our I's. Perfect. Okay, great. So then how did you want to take care of your spot today? Do you want to give me Visa, MasterCard, American Express? And if I have a Dubsado or something, I can say, here's the link. While I'm on the phone with you right now, take care of it and I'll start on our agreement and I'll send that over too. Take care of the payment. You'll have the agreement. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll go over everything and make sure we have everything to actually officially start working together.
Perfect.
And that's what I say.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy. Ladies, whoever you are listening, you have actually got the glimpse of her signature program and she has given the script for her sales. This is the bonus we have got. Let us utilize it. So for her, the 3 main tips she had told us. Tip number 1, repeat everything back so that we understand how the client and us understand that we are on the same page. The example of the wedding, we all know that if he's a vegetarian, let us not offer lamb. So that is an example which will sit in our head for always. Remember that. Second is give an example. This worked with one of my client like this, and this is the result she got. So this is how this will work. The example will help your client connect more deeper. The third thing is make an offer with 3 results which the client is most concerned with, not what you are going to give as a coach, but the result what the client wants. And then the 3 how you are going to achieve it. So this is the short form of her beautiful, perfect answer. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. The same with me, Renee. I had a blast, and I can say you that this is the shortest time I got the biggest, the most juiciest information from you. Thank you so much. And whoever who are listening to this, let me speak about Renee once again. She is a millionaire before her 25 age of 25. She is a fun, energetic sales coach. She is a TEDx speaker, and she helps women on the softer side of sales. So whoever would like to work on their sales, it's time you just check out her freebie, download it and work on it, and then think about working with her. And about me, I am Kavitha. Thank you. And about me, I am Kavitha the Coach, and I help women creating their lead magnets. So once you create the lead magnets and get the sales, then you can go to Renee for improving your sales skills. So we both will become a great team. So work on it. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Please, you can give a call. You can give them your Insta handle or whatever your call to action for this, for my audience.
Sure.
Whatever you like.
No, the best. Thank you. The best place, because I do have social media, YouTube, podcast, all those things. That's what 4 years in business has given me, a lot of content. But the best place is my website, which is the hub where you'll be able to find all the free resources and whatever else is most current right now. And that's just my name. So it's ReneeHribar.com.
Yes. So friends, please visit ReneeHribar.com and get all the tons of freebies and other information from her website, her digital home. And please do visit my digital home also, KavithaTheCoach.com. So we have our names as the website so that you can check it out. Thank you, everyone. And we are ending episode 12 of Coaching Journey with Kavitha. Thank you.
Thank you.